So let's talk about Apple. They just dropped some huge news. It's not a new iPhone or a new Mac or even a new headset. This is something bigger, something that changes the game for how our favorite devices are made. Apple announced a staggering $600 billion investment to build up manufacturing in the United States. For years, tech manufacturing has been moving overseas. Now Apple is leading the charge to bring it back home. This isn't just a small investment, it's a statement. The brains of every Apple device, the silicon chips, will now have a major part of their journey happen on American soil. It's a bold move that signals a new era for American manufacturing. We're witnessing a pivot that could redefine the global tech landscape for decades to come. For tech fans, this is super exciting. It means the products we love could become even more advanced and secure. Having chip making closer to Apple's designers could lead to tighter integration between hardware and software. Imagine faster innovation cycles and new capabilities we haven't even thought of yet. For workers, it means new opportunities and high-tech jobs. For the US economy, it's a massive vote of confidence. This isn't just about patriotism, it's about building a more resilient and powerful tech future right here. Apple is betting big on America. $600 billion is a figure that's hard to even comprehend, but it shows the scale of their ambition. They aren't just building a factory, they're helping to build an entire ecosystem. This is Apple's Silicon Revolution, and it's happening in our backyard. Let's break it down. So what exactly is Apple's $600 billion American manufacturing program? It's not just one project. It's a long-term commitment to invest in companies and infrastructure across the US. The main goal? Make the US a central hub for creating the high-tech parts that go into Apple's products. The star of this program is silicon chips, the tiny, powerful brains inside every device. For years, the most advanced chip manufacturing has been concentrated in Asia. Apple wants to change that. A huge chunk of this investment is dedicated to building a state-of-the-art chip supply chain in the US, from raw materials to final packaging. But it's not just about chips. Apple is also boosting American suppliers for glass, magnets, and advanced sensors. By investing in these partners, Apple helps them expand, hire more people, and develop new tech. This isn't just Apple writing a big check, it's a strategy to build a robust, secure, and innovative supply chain within the US. It's about creating a network of American companies that can work together to produce the world's most advanced technology. This program is Apple's blueprint for the next generation of American manufacturing. The scale is unprecedented, and the focus on high-tech components makes it revolutionary. How do you actually make a chip in America? It's a complex process, but Apple is breaking it down step by step. It starts with ultra-pure silicon formed into large wafers, the foundation for every chip. Apple is working with American companies to ensure a steady, high-quality supply of these materials. Next comes fabrication. The wafers are sent to a massive, ultra-clean factory called a fab. Here, billions of tiny transistors are etched onto each wafer using photolithography, like printing a microscopic city map. Apple is partnering with TSMC to build and operate advanced fabs in Arizona, bringing the world's best chip-making tech to the US. Once the patterns are printed, the wafer is cut into hundreds of individual chips. Then comes packaging and testing, placing the fragile chip into a protective casing and ensuring it works perfectly. Apple is partnering with Amkor Technology for this final stage, also in the US. This entire process, from raw wafer to finished chip, is what Apple is building in America. By controlling each step within the US, Apple ensures quality, protects designs, and avoids global shipping delays. It's a massive logistical puzzle, but bringing all the pieces together creates a more efficient and secure way to build the heart of its products. This is what the Silicon Revolution looks like. A seamless, American-made journey from sand to silicon brain. And it's just getting started. Apple isn't doing this alone. They've assembled a dream team of specialized companies. The biggest name is TSMC, the world leader in chip fabrication, now building multi-billion-dollar factories in Arizona. TSMC handles the most complex part-turning blank silicon wafers into the powerful chips that power Apple's devices. Amkor Technology is another key player specializing in packaging and testing the finished chips from TSMC's fab. Amkor is building a new facility in Arizona, creating a seamless link between fabrication and final assembly. For the super strong screens, Apple partners with Corning in Kentucky, makers of the ceramic shield glass. Apple's investment helps Corning develop even stronger materials for future products. And for raw materials, Apple works with MP Materials, focused on mining and processing rare earth elements for powerful magnets. By working with MP Materials, Apple secures a domestic supply of these critical elements. Together, TSMC, Amkor, Corning, and MP Materials form the backbone of Apple's new American manufacturing powerhouse. It's a collaborative ecosystem built for innovation, and it's all happening on US soil. This investment is about more than just the main processor in your phone. It creates a ripple effect that touches many other components inside Apple products. By building a strong chip ecosystem in the US, Apple creates opportunities for companies making all those other parts. For example, Face ID uses sensors made by American companies like Coherent, with Apple's investments helping them expand in Texas and Illinois. The ceramic shield glass is the result of a decade-long partnership with Corning in Kentucky, supported by Apple's Advanced Manufacturing Fund. Even the Taptic engine's precise clicks rely on rare earth magnets sourced from MP Materials. By investing in a domestic supply chain for these critical minerals, Apple ensures even the smallest components are secure. This strategy is interconnected. A stronger chip supply chain supports stronger sensors and materials supply chains. It's a domino effect of American innovation, and it's raising the tide for the entire tech industry. A $600 billion investment doesn't just build factories, it builds careers and strengthens communities. Tens of thousands of new, high-paying jobs are being created across the country, from engineers to technicians to logistics experts. The new TSMC and Amkor facilities in Arizona alone will create thousands of direct jobs, with many more indirectly. But jobs aren't enough. You need a skilled workforce. That's why Apple is investing in education and training, launching initiatives like the Apple Manufacturing Academy. This program partners with community colleges and technical schools to prepare students for high-tech jobs in semiconductor and advanced manufacturing. The economic impact goes far beyond the factory gates: new businesses, higher tax revenues, and stronger communities. Apple's investments in places like Arizona, Texas, and Kentucky are building more than facilities. They're building prosperity. By partnering with local colleges, Apple ensures the benefits are shared broadly. They're creating not just jobs, but career pathways for a new generation of American workers. It's a holistic approach to growth, and it's changing lives. Why is this happening now? It's the result of a perfect storm: global trade, national security, and Apple's business strategy. The COVID-19 pandemic exposed the fragility of long-distance supply chains. Trade tensions, especially between the US and China, have created uncertainty for companies relying on Asian manufacturing. Protecting intellectual property is critical for Apple, and moving chip production to the US helps safeguard their technology. The US government's CHIPS and Science Act provides billions in funding and tax credits for domestic chip manufacturing. Apple's investment aligns perfectly with this national strategy and takes advantage of new incentives. As Apple's devices become more powerful, having designers and manufacturing close together speeds up innovation. Faster prototyping, better problem-solving, and tighter integration between hardware and software. By controlling the process from design to manufacturing, Apple maintains its edge as a tech leader. It's a move that strengthens their business for the long run. So what does this mean for you and me? First, it could mean even better products, future iPhones and Macs with capabilities only possible through tight integration of design and manufacturing. This move also means a more resilient tech supply, reducing the risk of shortages and delays, more stable product launches, and better availability for consumers. On a broader level, it's about economic security and opportunity, good-paying jobs, and a stronger economy. It ensures the US remains a leader in the technologies that define the future. Apple's investment helps secure America's position at the forefront of the global tech race. Ultimately, it's a story of confidence in American workers, innovation, and the future. This isn't just a business decision, it's a bet on America. Put it all together, and Apple's $600 billion investment is more than just a headline. It's the start of a new chapter for technology in America, a powerful homecoming. Apple is leading the charge to rebuild a critical part of the tech industry right here. This is a strategic, well-funded effort to make the US the heart of the next technological revolution. The Silicon Revolution is built on partnership, TSMC, Amkor, Corning, MP Materials, and more. It's about creating a network of innovation that strengthens every link in the supply chain. This model could become the blueprint for other industries seeking a secure future. The jobs and investments are planting seeds for a highly skilled workforce and long-term prosperity. In the end, this is a story about the future, about what's possible when Apple bets big on America. The Silicon Revolution is here, and it's being made in the USA.